Dude, I'm super giddy right now. I saw Black Swan in IMAX. So before we get into this video, if you guys want to check out my feature film, Pace you can. Links down in the description below. My link tree, all that stuff. I'm going to be talking about Rocky Wake here soon. That's my feature film that I'm working on. Check all that stuff out down there. It would mean the world to me. Black Swan. I love Darren Aronofsky. Darren Aronofsky is one of my favorite directors of all time. I think he's fantastic. I mean, he is fantastic. What am I talking about? Like, he's freaking good. And I love all of his films. There's actually not one Darren Aronofsky film that I don't love. I mean, Pie. I mean, well, I guess you could say love, like, really like, masterpiece. Like, Pie is really good. Requiem for a Dream, I really like. The Fountain, I really like. The Wrestler, I think, is phenomenal. The Whale is really good. I feel like I'm missing one. I am missing one. Mother's good too. I really like Mother. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky, he's a king. He's one of the best working directors that we have today. He's also one of the greatest directors, I think, of all time. So when I saw that Black Swan was getting a re-release in theaters, I had to jump. I mean, I had to jump at the chance to see it because Black Swan, to me, is one of the greatest films about control. It's one of the greatest films about obsession, and it's one of the greatest films about letting go. And I know that the letting go part is pretty specific, but let me explain. Natalie Portman's character in this film is so strong that she feels like that not only does she have to please everyone else around her, but she has to please herself. And I know when you think about that, when there's a section of this film where she's up against the wall and she thinks that she didn't get the part, you know, she's upset about it. She is. She kind of accepts it. I know I just said she's got to please herself. She feels like she has to please herself. Well, in the film, which without getting into any spoilers, which I feel like a lot of people have seen this film, but I don't want to like spoil what happens in it. But she does have to please herself because people around her are reminding her that she needs to loosen up, especially Vincent Cassell's character as the guy that's basically spearheading, you know, the Swan play. And yeah, she's not only trying to please the people around her, but she's trying to please herself. And I think we don't get to see it from a surface level, but I think deep down, she's also trying to figure herself out. She's trying to kind of get out of her shell a little bit. And that's just one layer of this film. Black Swan is such a layered film, and it's so layered that I didn't even think to get into the synopsis before I even talked about it. I just thought of one thing and I started talking about it because that was the first thing that kind of popped up in my mind. But Black Swan is basically about Natalie Portman. She's in this play and she gets this part, and it's following her as she's trying to please everyone around her and the person that's basically spearheading this thing. She's trying to please them. She's trying to do what she needs to do for this part, and that's basically it at a surface level. There's really no more. I mean, you can look at the layers of her having issues with her mom and her meeting and making a new friend and all the psychological elements that go on with this story, but I feel like you would be kind of ruining the magic if you did that. Black Swan is best viewed as what it is, a film. You shouldn't have someone talking about it, because if you have someone talking about it, you're going to miss out on all the subtext. You're going to miss out on all the visual stuff. And speaking of this film visually, especially with it being an IMAX, Black Swan is stripped down to the bone. It's stripped down to the bone. It is. It's all handheld. Most of it is all handheld and shaky cam, and it's not doing anything crazy. I mean, there's a few little VFX shots here and there. Well, not little, but I mean, there's a few VFX shots here and there, and it is all phenomenally done, but it's not doing much at all. And a lot of the camera work that you see is close up and it's handheld and it's just shaky, and it's, you know, like it's a very contained film. There's not many locations. It's a very tight, gripping film. Lots of people are scared to make films like this because they feel like they have to be flashy. They feel like they have to be showy. This film made like almost $400,000 at the box office on a $15 million budget. Trust me. It's going to be okay. The film itself proves that there's no right way or wrong ways to make films, because I still completely, it baffles me, even as someone in the filmmaking community, you know, someone that talks to other filmmakers, someone that pitches my stuff to other people, you know, it's very baffling to me that there's these things called rules that we focus on anymore, because quite frankly, Darren Aronofsky breaks every single one of them in this film. The 180, the storytelling, the character development, I just don't understand it. And it's funny that all the great films break all the rules. So I don't know. I'll just leave that there. I don't know. What do I know? Black Swan is a fantastic movie. I loved it even more however many at the time. Like, this is my first time seeing it in theaters, but it is my favorite Darren Aronofsky film. It's in my my top 15 favorite films of all time. Black Swan is a cultural milestone when it comes to filmmaking. Black Swan is one of those films that when you watch it, you don't forget it. And it actually, to be fair, it has no business being as good as it is. It's super stripped down to the bone. It's so simple, not many characters whatsoever, few locations. It is just an extremely stripped down film that's just freaking phenomenal. I love it so much. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Let me know what you think of Black Swan down in the comments below. Also, let me know what you think of Darren Aronofsky's filmography down below. I'm going to be seeing Caught Stealing next week. Also, I want to say another thing. The soundtrack for Black Swan is great. Okay, that's it. Mic drop. Bye.
How many people have to go missing before law enforcement gets their heads out their asses? How many? Let me ask you something. Do you lose sleep? I mean, do you lay awake at night thinking about everything that goes on in the world around you? To anyone listening right now, we don't need a sheriff that hides behind curtains. We need someone who has a family of their own. Someone who has something to lose, not someone who can lose everything and still live the same life they've been living all these years. Until the monster that's taken everything we love, that's put this town that we've all grown up in despair, until he's caught, you may as well be the monster yourself.